my brain feels like it's like a claw machine where like I know the information
Yes.
the information is down here and I'm trying to control the claw machine, but it keeps missing
Yes.
the thing, you know.
Gentlemen, question number 1. Once developed to escape the city's smoke and sit nearer to the seat of royal power, what London district, now a metonym for a certain industry and often compared to its New York cousin, is named for its relative location to the city center? That's number 1. And while they think about that, welcome to the Evil Trivia Podcast. I'm Graham. I'm joined by Leo and Trevor. If you want to play along with these questions or see questions from previous weeks, check us out on Patreon at Evil Trivia. Check us out on Instagram, every single platform, whatever. If you're in New York, come out to the bar. We're going to start with a lot of requests of things while they're thinking about that question. This is, as always, the hidden theme round. All 8 answers are going to connect in some way. It could be the whole answer, it could be a word within each answer. What Leo and Trevor are trying to do is A, think about what the answer to these questions could be, then B, figure out what ties them together. And Leo and Trevor, I have for our 5th or 6th, I know we said we were going to number these, Evil Trivia Podcast. I'm already going to break format a little bit. And I'm going to read it. That was question 1X. And I'm going to read question 1Y.
Oh,
Okay?
no. Okay.
What state has the unfortunate distinction of being the most left state in America? Not politically, but literally. By far, it has the highest number of residents who leave every day to work in a different state, about 25%. So once again, number 1, 1X, was once developed to escape the city's smoke and sit near the royal seat of power. What London districts, now a metonym for a certain industry and often compared to its New York cousin, is named for its relative location to the city center. And 1Y is what state has the unfortunate distinction of being the most left state in America. Not politically, but literally. By far, it has the highest number of residents who leave every day to work in a different state, around 25%.
Okay, I'm already I love and hate what's going on here with 1X
Yes.
and 1Y.
Whatever this is
Fuck
a
this.
nightmare.
Fuck this completely, but I love it. Okay, I have, I think, a guess at the London question, so the X one. So,
Give it to us.
Developed to escape the city smoke. Now, my memory is that the smokier areas of London, and I think many cities, are the east sides. So I think that this would have been out west, and that jives with, and the seat of royal power, which now is Buckingham Palace, and previously, I think at some point it was St. James's Palace, all that. That's also a little bit west. And the metonym of certain industries, so it makes me think the West End, right, which is the London equivalent of Broadway. So it's a metonym. It's compared with Broadway. Its relative location to the city centre is that it's kind of central, but maybe a touch west of centre. I mean, what's considered the centre of London has kind of moved a bit west over time. But I do feel like the West End is a solid guess for 1X. 1Y, I'm throwing it over to you. That's the America question. I've done my bit.
Okay, all right.
I've done my British bit. You do the American bit.
Well, okay, so most left state. When you talk about commuters, you know, it's probably highly unlikely that it's any of the states, west of the Mississippi, at the very least, because they're larger states, their metropolitan areas are further from borders. It's really only like in this sort of up this northeast kind of New England, the old world, that you have a lot of major metropolitan areas that are on borders, but the populations in these states are so much higher. So I'm thinking we're probably talking about a small state with a relatively low population where an outflux of commuters will affect it dramatically. So obviously not obviously. I don't think it's going to be something like New Jersey or New York. Could it be Connecticut? Could it be Rhode Island? Could it be I think we're going to need to come back to it once we understand.
50.
Let me just list all 50. I don't know my Animaniacs well enough. Let's come back to it, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's going to be New Hampshire. It's going to be a smaller state with a smaller population that borders a major metropolitan area.
I thought that too. That's why I was thinking along the lines of like Rhode Island or Delaware or something like that. But you know
Yeah.
your American geography
Yeah.
better than me.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
I'm gonna read 2x and 2y.
Mm.
I love that like we haven't even like had enough episodes of this to establish an actual format, and I'm just breaking it off the bat immediately.
Yeah.
2x. Several plants with the Latin epithet tinctoria, Tinctoria, are sources of what naturally occurring compound, once extracted from nature, but now mostly made synthetically and best known for its role in denim production. And 2Y is what Broadway musical, whose name references a 1966 hit song, chronicles the lineup changes, backstage battles, and legacy-making moves of the Temptations, from Detroit street corners to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'll read it one more time without me stuttering through it. What Broadway musical, whose name references a 1966 hit song, chronicles the lineup changes, backstage battles, and legacy-making moves of the Temptations, from Detroit street corners to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That one was 2Y. So 2X and 2Y.
So if I can start off with 2x, so compounds, so in the making of various dyes or its role in denim, what I'm thinking is, and something that was naturally occurring, but now we've kind of developed, uh, we've developed synthetic variants. I'm thinking like, I'm trying to think about what goes into denim production. Is it indigo?
That's
Is
exactly
that
what
the,
I was
yeah.
thinking, because I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure you can have natural indigo dye. I feel like that makes sense to me
Hmm.
that that would be nature and that would have now been made synthetically.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like indigo's a really strong idea here. Yeah. So then to why? So the Temptations definitely. I mean, I know of them. I'm not very good with musicals, but the big Temptation song is "Papa Was a Rolling Stone," right?
Okay, yes. So, and we're looking for
It,
the name of the musical. So is the
yeah.
musical named after one of their big songs?
Well, it's named. The name of the musical references a 1966 hit song, although it doesn't technically say that it's a song
Mm.
by the Temptations, so it could be a song by someone else. Um, I'm not sure. The lineup changes, backstage battles,
Mm.
and legacy making moves of the Temptations. Um, hmm.
You don't know your Broadway.
Okay.
I don't know
Don't
my
know a Broadway
Broadway.
or
No, no. It's
1960s
I'm glad.
songs. Okay.
I was worried this theme was going to be too easy, so I'm glad you my personal barometer is like I hope they don't get it within the first two questions.
Right.
Now that we're clear that, I feel a lot better.
It's good enough. Now the fear becomes, is it so esoteric and difficult that they don't get it? Now the fear becomes, can they get it by question 8?
You guys will be fine.
We'll be.
Question number 3x.
Who has the time?
Cinnamon. This one I think you guys are going to be able to get pretty easily. Cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, cloves, and sometimes allspice are the ingredients of what misleadingly named blend that seemingly takes over every coffee shop in the country for a couple months every year. That's 3x. And 3y is what actor's resume includes a masked nemesis, a monosyllabic desert driver, and 2 psychotic gangsters, which he played opposite himself. Those are 3x and 3y.
Okay, I think I
Okay.
know both of them. 3X
I do as well.
has to be pumpkin spice,
Has to be
right?
pumpkin spice.
Because that's what takes over every year.
Hmm.
And 3Y is Tom Hardy.
For sure.
Because Masked Nemesis is Bane, Monosyllabic Desert Driver is Max from Mad Max, and the 2
Hmm.
gangsters is from Lock? No, what is it? Does he play the Cray twins? Is that who he's playing? I actually can't remember now. I think he might
But
play the Cray
yes.
twins. Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yes.
help you guys, but
Get out of
that
here.
is my
Beat it.
favorite Tom Hardy role by far.
Unrelated. regardless of whether he's the right answer or not.
Yeah, 3x. There's really not a way to make that one. I mean, I could probably have made it harder, but whatever. A bit
Misleading. Yeah.
a bit easy, but that's
okay.
We're 3 questions in.
Before
Any
I was going
ideas
to
on
say
the theme?
before we get to question 4, pumpkin spice and Tom Hardy, or and bear with us viewers, or are all of the X's something and all of the Y's something, and X and Y come together to make a thing? Like, is it a recursive hidden theme?
Like, why would it be X and Y and not A and B? I wonder if there's a reason.
Oh.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I just didn't think this through very well.
I mean, knowing you, that is very possible. But
yeah, classic. You're always phoning these things in.
Yeah.
All right,
You never
so
put
we've got
any
wet.
effort in.
We've got wet for X's. We have West End, Indigo, and Pumpkin Spice. And for Y's, we have States, a musical, and Tom Hardy. All right, I say we keep going, but let's. This is very curious. Okay,
I made a
cool
horrible
puzzle.
mistake and I put an ice cube in my mouth.
Do it with the ice cube in your mouth.
Crunch, 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 crunch. I've done the first half with a
That's what you
cough drop.
always tell me to do, Leo.
Yeah, I do.
Number.
Oh my God! Question 4.
4X. The first
4X.
book in Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials trilogy was originally titled Northern Lights in the UK, but American publishers changed the name for US readers, despite the new title inaccurately describing a key magical device. What was the US title? And 4Y, what 17th century epic, dictated by its blind author and written in unrhymed iambic pentameter, begins in hell and weaves together Satan's rebellion, the war in heaven, and the fall of humankind, and is actually the source material for the title of answer 4X. Nice little interplay there between 4X and Y.
I didn't know that. Okay. I mean, I know that there's a bunch of words and phrases that originate in Paradise Lost, which is 4Y. But like the word pandemonium, I think, is from Paradise Lost.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
It literally means pan everywhere, demonian demon. So demons everywhere, pandemonium. I'm pretty sure that's Paradise Lost. This is a side note. In my junior year of high school in England, we had this wonderful but very old school English lit teacher, who made us read the entirety of Paradise Lost out loud in class, line by line, day by day. And it's an epic, and it's a beautiful epic. But
Fantastic.
imagine you are 17 years old and you're just sitting there and like you're like, there, okay,
rocking back and forth
for the next 40 minutes. We're reading, and
so did you hear did you clock the other thing, the 4X answer?
Well,
while you were reading it?
It's the Golden Compass. But I didn't actually remember that from Paradise Lost. I only remembered it from Philip Pullman, which I also love. But I do remember. And then the other thing I remember about reading this out is that he had assigned different roles to different people. So, like, most people were going to be narrators of different things because there's not a lot of direct speech in Paradise Lost. But he did assign me the role of Satan. So I had to read all of Satan's lines.
And that makes perfect
sense.
Yeah. We're halfway through. Any idea what the theme could be?
Let's keep it moving and let's come back unless let's hear more. Let's hear some confirmation. I would go for question.
I'm really glad that you guys don't have it yet, because I was worried that it was going to be too simple. But question 5X. First adopted internationally at an 1884 conference to solve a problem of inconsistency, what system, anchored to an imaginary line running through a British observatory, served as the world's baseline until the adoption of a system based on cesium vibrations? I'll read it again. First adopted internationally at an 1884 conference to solve the problem of inconsistency, what system, anchored to an imaginary line running through a British observatory, served as the world's baseline until the operation of a system based on cesium vibrations? And 5Y, what Florida town, home to both Mar-a-Lago and Jeffrey Epstein's mansion, was the site of a 2005 criminal investigation now under renewed scrutiny due to Epstein's ties to Donald Trump and the controversial plea deal that followed. I gave myself a lot to read. You can't expect all of it to be, golden.
That's perfectly fine. You're nailing it. You're nailing it. First try.
What do you think here, Trevor? I have a few thoughts, but do you want to go first?
So solve a problem inconsistency. So the system is like the longitudinal system, if I've got that right. It's the Greenwich Mean Time.
Yes.
It's about determining like where does time happen, because there was inconsistency, bless you, in sort of tracking the sun, and it's about the anchored to an imaginary line, running through the British Observatory. So Greenwich Mean Time, I think, would be that system.
Yeah, I guess that's
is that
not
your
really
thought?
the name of the system isn't really Greenwich Mean Time. It's more like time zones or something. I don't really know exactly what the phrasing is. I know that we're along the right lines about thinking about Greenwich Mean Time, time zones,
Yeah.
longitude. I don't know what the actual phrase is that we need here, but I think we're pretty close.
Yeah.
I didn't know the thing about season
Based on
vibrations.
season.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I believe that would be. I believe it's to do with making sure that everyone experiences the same passing of time. But
Yeah.
the Florida town. So Mar-a-Lago, I think I know roughly where that is in Florida. I think it's like not far from Palm Beach, but not necessarily in Palm Beach. I'm not sure. But I don't know that I can be more narrow than that. I think it's in that kind of Palm Beach, Delray Beach area. But I'm not totally sure.
Okay. Man. Okay, so we're just taking my notes. Longitude /
This is so fun to watch you guys struggle. Really warms my heart.
What system? And then maybe Palm Beach?
While you're thinking, should I move on to 6?
Yeah, let's hear 6.
Question 6X. The fictional town in Maine, first briefly mentioned in The Dead Zone, became a recurring setting in Stephen King's universe, most notably as the backdrop for his 1986 novel It. What is the name of the town? 6X. 6Y. Originating in oral tales that warned against straying from the path, what figure appears as Leloup? I'll spell that LE space LOUP in 17th century French versions, and as a predatory shapeshifter in Grimm's Rotkapchen.
Nailed it. First try.
ROTKAPPCHEN. Later popularized in British and American nursery lore, what archetypal villain became a symbol for both hunger and deceit? That's 6. And I'm sorry for pronunciation for all of our French and German or Dutch or whatever. Brothers Grimm or what are
German.
That's what I said. That's
yeah. No, it's Leloup. Leloup is for the French and Rotkäppchen for the German. And Rotkäppchen is Red Riding Hood. Rot is red. It's actually the same in my surname. The ROT also means red. So I do also know a bit of German, but Rotkäppchen. So that's got to be wolf. Leloup is the wolf. Lupus.
Right. The wolf.
It's all etymology. So wolf. I think because it's talking about the tales of Red Riding Hood. It's not a werewolf. It's just a plain wolf. It's just a wolf. The town in Maine, I know that at some point I did know this. I just don't know that I can collect it from my brain. My brain.
I'm gonna start using collect from my brain as a
in his mind palace.
My
it's bric-a-brac in his mind palace.
my brain feels like it's like a claw machine where like I know the information the information is down here and I'm trying to control the claw machine, but it keeps missing the thing,
Yes.
Yeah. But in my memory is that it is quite a short, simple, like English sounding town. I just can't think more than that.
Okay.
Maybe you'll have to get the theme to get it. We're gonna move on to
Yeah.
number 7. Number 7X. I'm giving you guys double the amount of knowledge to pull from here.
It's not helpful.
7X. After the 2020 census, it became the first state in U.S. history to lose a House seat despite still having the largest congressional delegation. One of its current senators was sworn in to replace a vice president. The other was appointed following the death of the longest-serving woman in Senate history. What state is this? And 7Y, what 3-letter Kellogg's cereal, once positioned as a rival to Wheaties and sold until the 1990s, was aptly marketed with a tuba on the box and shares its name with a word synonymous with school spirit? Definitely tough one for 7Y. 7X, once again, what
3-letter.
state? And 7Y, what 3-letter Kellogg's cereal shares its name with a word that's synonymous with school spirit? That's 7, X, and Y.
Okay, well, let's think. Do you know either of these? Do you have a strong idea?
Man, I might be able to get to not off the top of my head, I might be able to get to the Kellogg cereal. Looking for a state. Current senator was sworn in to replace a vice president. The other was appointed following the death of the longest serving woman in Senate history. I mean, is that Dianne Feinstein? Was she the longest serving woman?
I could believe that, definitely.
I
We're
can't
gonna
tell
be-
you that.
No, hush now.
I could see that. I could see that.
I could see that. So is it California? But who is the senator in California who was sworn in?
But we only need the state, right? And the thing is,
We only need the state.
The thing is also in 2020 it became the first state to lose a House seat, despite still having the largest congressional delegation. Is the largest delegation? Is it congressional? It's relative to population, right? That's why it gets
Yeah.
adjusted. So
So
it's
it would
got
be
to the
California.
biggest. It's got to be the biggest state, California. Right?
Yeah,
I think
it's got to be
it has
California.
to be. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then the 3-letter Kellogg cereal. I don't know my American cereals. It's 3 letters and it's a word synonymous with school spirit. The only word that I can think of is pep, like a pep rally, but I don't know what that would have to do. What that would have to do with the tuba.
And I don't know that I've ever heard of pep cereal.
Like a pep,
I believe it. Yeah. Pep rally is
Yeah.
definitely it. When I heard 3-letter Kellogg cereal, I thought Kix at first, Kix, but that's not going to be school spirit. But pep, you're totally right, is a word for school spirit.
But it's not a cereal that I've ever come across.
I mean, it stopped being made in the 90s. It's a bit of an unfair question, but I left it in.
Sold until the 90s. Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay, California
so Leo. Not only has Leo not had it because it's American, but he hadn't had it because it stopped being made in the 90s. Number 8. We're gonna do number 8, and then I'll let you guys.
And then we need a review. Yeah, because we've got a lot of answers.
We'll do a little review.
We've got too many answers. We're juggling too many answers.
Number 8X. What 1996 film won an MTV Movie Award for Best Fight? An unlikely bout between a fictional failed ice hockey player and TV legend Bob Barker. And 8Y. In 2022, after a legal dispute, Ohio State University successfully trademarked what 3-letter word, which appears at the beginning of its official name and is now used on university-branded apparel. So once again, 8X is the movie with that fight, and 8Y is that 3-letter word that Ohio State University successfully trademarked, and it's the beginning of its official name.
Okay, I mean, I know the movie, but I do not know the Ohio State.
The movie is Happy Gilmore, of course.
Yeah, which is getting a sequel this year.
Oh, God.
And actually, in 5 days, believe it or not. Not that answer is right.
At the time of recording.
5 days from recording, maybe not from release.
Yeah.
We should always say when we're recording this, in case anything, like, horrible has happened to any of these people
Yeah.
since then, and we don't seem tone deaf, you know.
Yeah. Ohio State University has had a huge scandal, so we could.
Classic.
Any idea what that
Ohio
3-letter word
State.
is?
It's got to be Ohio, right? And they're big. Oh no! It's THE, because they're always arguing. There's Ohio State University, or there's Ohio University, and then there's the Ohio State University, and they're two different things, and it's a big part of their branding. And I am very proud of myself.
Wow, I
the
would
three the
never have
three-letter word
gotten
is
that.
the Ohio State University is very different than, I don't know what the other one is, Ohio State. I think one of them is Ohio State and one is the Ohio State University. I don't know. I'm going to undo all the goodwill I have by getting by talking too much about it when I don't understand it. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a review.
Yeah.
So 1X you have a guess for. This is the London district.
hmm
1Y you have thrown around some ideas, but you've not locked down a guess. This is what state has the unfortunate distinction of being the most left state in America? Not politically, but literally. By far, it has the highest number of residents who leave every day to work in a different state, around 25% of its population. I can pause there if you guys want to try to throw out some guesses and stuff, but maybe we'll come back
No, let's come back.
for a I'll keep reviewing. 2X, several plants with the Latin epithet tinctura. You have a guess for. You said indigo. 2Y is the Broadway musical whose name references a 1966 hit song, chronicles the Temptations. What's the name of that Broadway show? 3X, you have a guess for. This was the ingredient blend. This is pumpkin. You said it was pumpkin spice. I'm not saying if that's right or not, but I'll say that out loud. 3Y is the actor. You have a guess for. You said Tom Hardy. 4X is the Philip Pullman, His Dark Material trilogy, the first book in the US. Your guess was The Golden Compass. And 4Y, you said Paradise Lost. 5X was the one about the international conference to solve a problem of inconsistency. You've thrown out a few guesses. You've said Greenwich Mean Time. You've said time zones,
Longitude,
I think.
time zones,
Longitude. 5Y was the Florida town. You've thrown out Palm Beach, Delray Beach. 6X was the fictional town in Maine you don't have a guess for yet. 6Y was the oral tale thing, the Brothers Grimm and stuff, and you said wolf. Number 7X is the largest congressional delegation state. Your guess is California. 7Y, you've said just Pep. This is the Kellogg cereal. And 8X, you've said Happy Gilmore, and 8Y, you said the. So it's 16 answers. It's a lot. There is a reason why I'm making you do 16 answers. And you guys have kind of gestured a little bit to what's going on here, but I'm wondering if you're seeing any patterns emerge with some of the answers.
I mean, the pairing thing is interesting. So it must be something to do with like how they like that they are paired, like one word in each pairs together, or like all the X clues relate to one thing and all the Y clues relate to another thing. But I'm not yet seeing what it could be, even though we have quite a lot of them that we feel confident
I know.
Are there any one word answers you feel really confident in?
Yes.
The
that one I don't know about, but you feel confident in that. I feel California. I feel confident in California.
Yeah.
That's and indigo, I think, is
indigo. I know. We feel pretty good about indigo.
So indigo is an interesting one though, because what on earth could indigo be? What does that relate to? Indigo. I think of the Indigo Girls, the band. I think of Hotel Indigo, which is a not great hotel chain.
Okay, all right, just throwing shade at Hotel Indigo.
Sorry, if you want to sponsor us, Hotel Indigo, then please.
Not a friend of the show.
I mean, they're fine.
Oh, I in the Jeffrey Epstein question, I meant to say and friend of the show. Damn it.
Oh, rats. Saved us
it's all
from
right.
disaster.
Yeah, they're going to investigate us
Um,
as well.
yeah, Indigo is difficult. You've thrown out any of the references to Indigo that are going to come to mind, none of which came to my mind, just so we're clear. The Indigo
Yeah,
Girls, Indigo Hotel.
I mean, also Indigo is on the rainbow, and it's
So hang on.
number 6 on the
So
rainbow.
we've got Indigo Girls and we've got Spice Girls for X's. The Golden Girls.
Sure.
Okay. The X's are
Okay.
girls.
Okay, and then
Happy
Y must be
Girls.
guys. It must be guys because
Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls.
X and Y
California Girls.
chromosomes. It's the chromosomes. Okay.
The Hardy
Okay.
Boys. I was thinking about the Hardy Boys, and I was like, oh, we're gonna come back to Tom Hardy, Hardy Boys. Okay, okay.
Okay.
So
Hold
hang
on.
on.
Hold on. Hold on.
So the
Start at the beginning.
boys.
Okay. Start at the beginning. Start at the beginning. West End
Okay.
Girls, which is the Pet Shop Boys song. That's for X.
Okay.
The commuter
Perfect.
state. So we need something boys from a state.
Jersey Boys. Okay, so it was New Jersey. Okay, Jersey
Okay.
Boys.
Then 2X. So you got Indigo Girls.
Indigo Girls.
And then we got a Broadway musical, which
Oh
is
no.
the
This is a tough one.
okay. So it's not going to be Papa Was a Rolling Stone, but it's a musical that references a 1966 hit
Pet
song.
Boy.
Could be a lot of things. We'll come back to it. But we know it's going to be something.
Okay.
Boys. Pumpkin
Boys.
Spice, so Spice Girls, and then
Yep.
Tom Hardy, Hardy Boys.
Hardy Boys.
Then
Golden
Compass,
Girls.
Golden Girls, Paradise Lost, Lost Boys.
Lost Boys.
Okay. Mean Girls, Greenwich Mean Time. Right?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls. And Palm Beach, Beach Boys. So
Beach Boys.
I guess it could still be Delray, but I lean towards Palm Beach. I've been
Yeah.
to Delray, and
Yeah.
I think
Or
it was
South
up.
Beach.
I
Yeah.
think
Palm Beach.
I think it's up in Palm Beach. I feel good about that.
Okay.
A town in Maine that is something girls, and then Wolf Boys.
Wolf Boy. Wolf.
Without trying to give you a nudge, because you guys are doing pretty well, I will say there's like a longer title for this character, this recurring character.
Okay. We can get it.
Like a longer name, not just Wolf.
It's an archetypal. Big Bad Wolf. Bad Boys.
The Big Bad Wolf. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Nice.
I actually, as you put your answer down for that, I put a note for myself for when we do this at actual trivia. I should probably say that there's like a longer, like a not a one word. Figure out a way to make it so they don't write.
Yeah. Okay. California Girls. I get.
Pet Boys.
Is that a thing?
Oh, California Girls is the Katy Perry song.
That I know.
Okay.
Or
Pet
the
Boys.
Song, but Pet Boys, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Pet Boys is a chain of like auto parts stores. I don't know that they actually do service. They do service, I believe. So they do like car service and auto parts. Pet Boys.
Okay.
Gilmore Girls and
the Boys. So if I am right, the only things we're missing are the Broadway musical and
the town name.
The town. So what other girls could we get for the town? Or
do you know any girls?
No, I don't know any girls. No,
I don't know any girls.
No, I think it's I think the town is Derry. I think the town is called Derry, and it's
Derry Girls. Oh, yeah. Fantastic! Yes, fantastic. Yeah. Okay.
The claw machine has reached finally.
The claw machine. The claw machine is coming out for us. The claw machine has done so much work today.
So you're missing 2Y. I will give you a nudge and say the theme reference is political in nature.
Oh, okay. So then it's the who were the guys who stormed the Capitol? It's the something boys. Hang on, hold on. Proud Boys. So what is the song? Proud
Mary, right? So like it's Proud.
That's
Mary.
what that's what I was thinking.
I think it's got.
Is that what the Broadway musical is called? It's called Proud Mary.
My guess is it's called. Wait. No. The musical's called. Oh my god, the musical's is something with rolling. Oh my god, what's it called? No, it's not. Oh, what is it? Is it called Proud Mary? I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I don't know musicals.
You
I don't know
guys,
musicals.
I'm gonna cut you off here. We're at 35
Yeah.
minutes. You guys got
Got 15 out of
15 out of
16.
16 questions and the hidden theme.
with
the musical
with two hidden themes.
The musical is with 2 hidden themes. The musical is "Ain't Too Proud." The song is "Ain't Too Proud to
Ain't
Brag."
Too
Proud
Proud.
Mary is a Creedence Clearwater revival.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
see,
that-
I knew
yeah,
the song
yeah.
wasn't by them, but it's from around the same time, I think. So I thought
Mhm.
it might
Yeah.
be
So
66.
Ain't Too Proud to Beg" is the song, but the
Ain't
title
Too
of the
Proud.
musical is just called "Ain't Too Proud."
Mm.
But yeah, you guys got it with the X and Y,
Woo!
girls and boys. It's gonna be one that's we'll figure out if this is the best way to do it at the bar. But I kind of like it's torturing you guys with the 16 question round.
This was
No,
very cool.
it was a great way to do it because you added like doing just either blank boys or blank girls would be fine as a theme, but doing both
Right.
and having the X and Y hint was great for the kind of like extra
Yeah.
puzzle element.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was like Indigo Girls, Indigo Girls, Indigo Girls, and then didn't. This is the biggest mistake for anyone who's listening who
Didn't
does
get
trivia.
Spice Girls. Right.
The biggest mistake you can make, I think, or one of the biggest mistakes you can make, is having an idea for the theme based off of one answer and not testing it against any
Against
of the
all
other
the others.
answers. Like we
You
had
guys
Indigo
also
Girls. Yeah.
You guys also clocked very quickly that like it was X and Y, not A and B.
Yeah.
And
And that the X's were all related and the Y's were all related, not that the pairs are related.
Not that the pairs are related. I struggled with trying to like think of the best way to do this round. Like I was initially I was like, should I just do all of like the blank girls ones and then just be like, hey, I actually have question 9 and do all the blank. But then I was like, I think the X and Y thing is a more fun kind of interplay.
I like it.
But you got it, and we'll see how we're gonna torture the people in the bar with this round. But it's a fun little double theme, and they pair nicely together. Girls, blank boys. There was some stuff that like I really wanted to use for boys specifically, like Backstreet.
Tough. Yeah.
Trailer Park was tough.
Trailer Park
BC was tough.
Great.
There are a lot of good ones for boys, but not great theme things.
Yeah.
Girls, there were some that like a Powerpuff would have been really fun to use. Two
Fun.
Broke would have been an interesting one.
Hilarious,
But,
yeah.
I really was scraping the bottom of the barrel with Pet Boys, which I'm glad that
I thought Pet Boys was great.
Knows what Pet Boys is, an auto body shop. Let's review. So I'm gonna go through the girls, my notes for the girls questions first. I don't have a ton of notes on everything here because I have 16 questions and I'm not gonna bore everybody. But Leo, for the first one was the West End, and you nailed it.
You nailed it.
This is a urban pattern across the world. That is, or I should probably say in the northern hemisphere specifically. I don't know about the southern hemisphere, but cities with the way wind typically blows in the northern hemisphere blows from west to east. So if the city center is kind of smelly or smoky or whatever, the east sides of cities are going to be the poor areas of city, the less desirable places to live.
Is that only because of the trade winds? Is that the deal there? Is that it's trade winds that are doing that, and so it's really only the east end of cities in that kind of band? I wonder.
Yeah, it's definitely within like a sort of like due east type thing.
Like in the south, yeah, or in the southern hemisphere, it might be western ends of cities are worse.
Hadn't looked at that, but like so I grew up outside of Philly, and like the western part of Philly was always typically a bit more like Camden was like the east part of Philadelphia, but that's definitely a thing for a lot of cities, and you nailed that pretty quickly. West End, you got the metonym of Broadway very, very quickly. Number 2 was about the it was about indigo. Indigo was the second most valuable export after something that I almost said it loud in colonial South Carolina. Do you guys want to take a stab at what the number 1 most valuable export was in South Carolina?
Is it something edible?
It is something edible.
Is it a spice?
No.
Is it tobacco?
No. It's kind of an interesting one because you would think it's like tobacco or cotton or something.
Yeah.
It was rice. Carolina Gold Rice.
Rice.
It was the most valuable export.
By the way, Carolina Gold Rice features on the menu of Field Trip, which is a fantastic restaurant that everyone who's
and a sponsor of this episode.
My
Honestly,
God.
I'll talk to them. I'll talk to them. We can see.
Friend of
We're
the
gonna be the
show.
first podcast to have a sponsor come in. Like, we'll have to like put something on the screen that says like, yes, they did actually end up sponsoring us. Yeah. The third question was about pumpkin spice. I definitely could have made this harder, but I just like listing out the fact that pumpkin is not really in
It's not
pumpkin
even in it.
spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
In 2015, there was a big like push against this, and so Starbucks actually added pumpkin puree into their spice blend, even though that didn't actually
So
change the
dumb.
flavor. It was just to
Yeah.
add the word pumpkin to the ingredient list, which I found very funny. Have you guys ever had pumpkin spice latte or anything?
No.
Mm-mm.
I've never had one. I kind of, after writing this question, I kind of feel like I should try one.
We'll do joint. You know what? In the autumn, we'll do a joint evil trivia research trip to go and get 3
Perfect.
pumpkin spice lattes.
Excellent.
Question 4 was the Golden Compass and Paradise Lost one, which was, I thought it was really, that was unintentional that they lined up like that. And I just like kind of was noticing it.
That's very
I was
cool.
like, oh, where did the title Golden Compass even come from? Because if they renamed it, why'd they call it the Golden Compass? It's actually a misnomer because it's not a compass in the book. I've never read the book or seen the TV show, but it's a misnomer. It's not really a compass.
Hilarious.
But it's
Or the
kind of
movie.
an interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
The quote from Paradise Lost is, he took the golden compasses, prepared in God's eternal store to circumscribe the universe and created all things. So it's a metaphor for shaping the cosmos. And the book, His Dark Materials, is about like it's like seen as like an answer to Paradise Lost, where it's like a humanist response to Paradise Lost. And so
How interesting.
it's the golden compass is in man's hand, and it's called an althiometer, I think.
Yeah, so
If that's how you say it.
I can tell you a couple things about this. One is that in which everyone should read his Dark Materials. It's brilliant. So very, very worth it. It's not like it's kind of it came from this era of British children's fiction where all these books were being written that were kind of for kids but also for adults. Like Harry Potter came out around the same time. It was this golden age of fiction in the UK in the like 90s.
Yeah.
It's so good. And the Althiometer basically is that the protagonist Lyra is able to it doesn't tell you north, south, east, and west, but it's got symbols that you kind of read the symbols and discern the meaning, and the compass kind of tells you uh some kind of truth about what you're thinking about. So you kind of have to enter this
Huh.
mind flow state and think about something, and the compass will help. And based on it, turns towards a different series of symbols, and you have to kind of determine what it means. And the
How
protagonist can read it, but many people can't read it. Yeah.
Very cool.
And Paradise
Yeah.
Lost is also fascinating stuff. There was one guy, I think it was William Blake, the poet and artist, who said that John Milton, who wrote Paradise Lost, was of the devil's basically on the devil's side without realizing it. So he wrote this amazing, compelling story about the devil getting chucked out of heaven and then having to create hell and all this stuff, and it kind of is like pro devil in a way, not like super pro devil, but enough that you're like sympathetic to him, which is very interesting.
Makes him an anti-hero.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah.
So interesting. Yeah, I definitely need to read both. The fifth question was about it was about Greenwich Mean Time, and I actually went very deep on trying to figure out like why they decided this and everything like that. Do you guys know anything about Trevor? You sort of referenced this, like why they wanted to have a international like standard for where 0 degrees longitude was.
Yeah, it had to do with it was math, or it was math and science, right? That they were trying to determine the rotation of the Earth and astronomy. They were trying to figure out stars, I think, and they couldn't nail down how to determine whether stars had moved or how the Earth rotated, because different observatories had to sort of make up their own timing, I think. And so I might be mixing up I might be mixing up two different things, but in this observatory, if this is the one, this is the observatory where they had the one long telescope that was just hanging by gravity, or the pole, and so they could tell what was up, like what was gravitationally up from the ground, and that allowed them then to sort of put a point in the sky. I
Matt
may
Parker
have that.
has a great video on this. You're
Another
mostly
friend
there.
of the
I mean,
show.
it was also a navigational thing. So actually, at this conference, it was most of the delegates were like navies or like representatives from these countries' navies, and it was unanimously decided that they needed a standard, like they needed a line, an imaginary line running through the globe. There was a lot of sort of back channeling and back and forth over like where this line was and who managed the actual line. Like France, for instance, did not want England to control this imaginary line that was like
Of
seen as
course.
like a thing, and so they actually proposed, along with the Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo back then, that the line just be on the opposite end of the Earth as like where Greenwich Mean Time was. So 180 degrees latitude would have been, or longitude would have been zero.
The international date line. Right.
What can you guys name anything where that line runs through? If that was zero, what would that line run through?
So this is the
meridian.
line. This is the line
on the opposite side of the globe as the prime meridian.
Oh, got it.
Is that the Pacific? Does it go through?
I mean, it's through the Pacific Ocean, right? Is that
it runs through.
Does it go? Wait.
Island.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say it must be some Pacific islands. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Pacific islands: Fiji, Tonga, New Zealand, Chatham Islands. I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, now that the vote was very close, like most countries were like, "Yeah, I'll just give it to England," but it was kind of funny that it was almost on the opposite side of the Earth. San Domingo actually proposed that it was somewhere in South America, which would run through like the Caribbean and South America, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Very cool.
I'll skip Derry, fictional town. I feel like it's one of those trivia things that kind of comes up from time to time again. It was named after the Irish town of Derry, so like there's a lot of towns in Maine that are named after Northern Ireland, like Bangor, Castle Rock are all named after real towns in Northern Ireland.
I think is Bangor. I think Bangor might be named after the Welsh town, but I'm not totally sure about that.
Oh, maybe. My very cursory research on this question said Northern Ireland, but there might be another one too. I was actually at the airport today, and I landed at Newark, and the flight leaving from the gate I landed at was going to Bangor.
Hilarious.
So the 2020 census question was about the state with the largest congressional delegation. That is, of course, California. They have 53 Congress people. Its two senators both came into power quite unusually. Can you name either of them or both? I mean, this is kind of hard.
Isn't the one you had Dianne Feinstein? It's the other woman. What is her name?
So LaFonza Butler replaced Dianne Feinstein, and then Alex Padilla was appointed to replace Kamala Harris when she became vice president.
There we go.
So those were the two senators. And then number 8 was about Happy Gilmore. The sequel is coming out in 5 days from the time of this recording on July 25th. It was the first MTV Movie Awards, and this was the first Best Fight award. It beat out 2 other movies. One was a fight between John Travolta and Christian Slater, and the other was a fight between Pierce Brosnan and, I actually don't know this guy's first name, but Jansen.
That sounds like a Bond movie. Can you name the movies? That sounds like a Bond movie. Surely Pierce
Brosnan was one of them in 1986.
Is it
I'm assuming the Pierce Brosnan one was a 007 film.
Yeah,
and then which one?
Wait. What?
GoldenEye, and the Travolta and Slater one is a tougher one. That's Broken Arrow.
Okay.
And in the movie, Happy wins a yellow jacket. Do you know what this is spoofing?
He wins a yellow jacket?
He wins a yellow jacket at the end of the movie. Do you know what this is referencing?
The green jacket, right? That you win in the PGA Tour?
Not the PGA Tour. It's a specific thing. More specific.
The Masters?
Is it the yellow vest that you get in
the Masters? Yeah, the green jacket at the Masters is like what you wear when you win the Masters.
Wait, so
my last question for you. I'm not going to go through all of the
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Yeah.
Go on. The fights. It was GoldenEye, and what was the other one?
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Broken Arrow.
And 007. GoldenEye.
Yeah, Broken Arrow was the John Travolta Christian Slater movie.
Okay.
The first one of the boys was Jersey Boys. I love my little wording here of the most left state in America, which is kind of funny because I left
It's
that state
fantastic.
to come move here. The busiest motor vehicle bridge in the world connects New Jersey and New York. What is the name of that bridge?
It's not the Verrazano, is it?
The Verrazano, I thought. Yeah. No, it's not.
Spoken like two people that don't drive around very often.
Well, we sure don't.
I mean, legally cannot. So
it is the George Washington Bridge. GW Bridge.
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then we had Ain't Too Proud was probably the toughest question of the whole thing, so don't feel bad if you got that one wrong, but you guys nailed it for the rest of it. Great job on the whole round, guys.
Thank you.
And I'm very much looking forward to bringing this to the masses and making them as confused as you guys were.
This was a fantastic round, Graham. The only thing that I don't look forward to is asking 16 questions out loud.
I was going to do
at the bar.
A very low final challenge, like a very easy final challenge.
Yes, please.
I was going to say the same thing. You guys are definitely going to make it hard on your voices. Doing 16 questions. I also want to say,
I
was going to say, there's the John Milton, the Paradise Lost. I was curious, so I did a quick look of words that he created in Paradise Lost. Pandemonium is one. Lovelorn, unoriginal, earth-shaking, space, as in outer space, used to mean that kind of space. Enjoyable, fragrance, sensuous, debauchery, terrific, and goosery, which I guess we don't use so much.
How funny! That's
really crazy.
That's
that's a great list.
Yeah.
That's a great list.
That's very cool.
The thing I was gonna say about the length thing is like this isn't that much more than a before, middle, and after round. Like it's a little bit more, but it's not that much more. It's a bit more, but
it's still doable.
Hopefully we'll be okay. We'll try to make the other couple rounds lighter.
But
that's all I got. Leo, Trevor, thank you for joining as always.
Great round.
If you are listening still at this point, thank you very much. If you're listening still at this point, hopefully you live locally to New York. You can come out to the bar and come and try trivia that's equally as crazy as this one. If not, follow us over on Patreon and Instagram, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Tell your friends, tell a coworker, tell your parents. We know we're telling ours. Bye, everyone.
All the time. Bye, guys.